simplest way I describe the challenge and the importance of it is that during industrialisation of the human economy, we've moved carbon from land in the form of vegetation and from fossil fuels into the atmosphere as the Earth's population's gone from 1 billion to 8 billion. And to put that in context, it took from the beginning of time to about 1880 for the Earth's population of humans to get to 1 billion. So very, very gradual, slow, incremental. And think of all the development phases we've gone through. We can do that in 10 years now. So what took from the beginning of time to 1880, we can do in 10 years. And the byproduct of that massive economic expansion phase of human civilization is shifting carbon into the atmosphere, which changes weather patterns. Nature and climate doesn't care a tinker's cuss about that. This is a pure self-interest human desire. It's not a green issue, it's not an ideological issue, it's a self-interest. And it's about maintaining the quality of life that we currently enjoy. So the economic imperative is if we want to protect it, and it's lower cost environment to operate societies as we know them now, with the weather patterns we know, it's much more expensive with climate change. As Rob mentioned, I'm Deputy Chair of Parks Victoria. Our biggest expense now is bushfire cost and floods and storms. Because of all of it, Parks Victoria manages 17% of Victoria, so you can imagine the broad array of capital assets. Now the cost of maintaining those assets has increased fivefold in the last 5 years. It's now the biggest and fastest growing expenditure item within the organisation. And this is just a taste of things to come. So as climate change becomes more extreme, as weather events become more erratic, the cost to society is greater. So if you're Telstra or your SPs, the cost of maintaining your assets goes up many factors. So it's purely an economic argument, not an ideological argument, and it just has nothing to do with green issues and ideology. It's basically a self-interest argument. When you've got the G7 coming out and saying, well, it's one of their top 5 issues, you know that it's not a green ideology. And so decarbonising the economy is actually good for the economy because it creates new businesses, new employment, new opportunities for new businesses. And the thing that interests me most is that it's going to happen whether we like it or not. So Tesla, with their motor vehicle and their home storage carbon battery, they didn't ask the Australian government permission to invent this product and come to our market. They're going to roll it out. Qantas didn't ask for permission to have 8% of its customers offsetting. They just do it. The trend for the next generation is efficient use of resources. There's no doubt that that is, and therefore the development of goods and services and products around that. And you think about just our adult life in the last 10 years, about water appliances, power appliances, efficiency in cars, mandated building standards, green building, new homes in Victoria's 6-star energy efficiency. Revolutions are never quick, but we're actually living a revolution.